Jay's in charge of our MoxiWorks launch, which the first part of it you saw was an upgrade to our email server. Are you going to notice a lot of difference from that? Probably not, unless you have huge storage needs, in which case you'll love it. But 99.9% of you will go, what was that all about? It was to allow Moxie to work better for you when it gets here. Jay?
Sir.
Don't screw it up.
Yes, sir.
The Moxie Cloud Open Platform is the one central place where agents manage their business. Moxie Engage is where agents start each day. It's where they manage their book of business. They have full visibility into the health of their pipeline and are shown exactly what tasks they need to tackle that day in order to meet their sales goals. Engage offers insights unique to you and your business so you can get where you want to go. In a room full of agents, ask, who has a business plan? Who has a GCI goal? Engage guides agents towards setting and reaching their business goals. It's where they manage their database and grow their business. Integrated with Google and Microsoft, new contacts added through an agent's phone or laptop magically appear in their Engage account. New leads are also routed directly into Moxie Engage. But more importantly, Engage helps them nurture relationships with the people already in their sphere, driving repeat and referral business. It's easy for agents to nurture all leads through automated drip campaigns. Yes, fully automated, personalized, data-driven content delivered to an agent's database regularly, without the agent doing a thing. That's right, set it and forget it marketing that keeps agents top of mind with their sphere at no added cost. As a lead is nurtured, the agent moves that contact through the sales flow. Out of the box, it works great, but it can also be customized for your brokerage, so agents do it the your brokerage way. The average person knows approximately 10 real estate agents, so why would they choose you? Agents who use the Moxie Engage methodology see 38% more business. Why? They leverage technology to do the heavy lifting, so they can focus more on the important stuff, like building relationships and offering outstanding service. The average agent has 400 contacts in their sphere. How can we know who is closest to transacting business today? Moxie Insights flags contacts who are likely to list. It gives agents aggregated public data for their entire sphere right in their Moxie Engage account. This offers valuable client insights and prompts them to get back in touch at the perfect time. Knowing which contacts like to golf, which drive BMWs, and which are baseball fans helps too. When it comes time for an agent to seal the deal and win a listing, they can whip up a seller presentation using Moxie Present, or a CMA, open house presentation, neighborhood overview, or really anything else. On-the-fly editing enables agents to be true consultants. The homeowner insists that house down the street that's twice as big as theirs is a comparable property? No problem. Plus, since they're integrated with the MLS, data for sales comps is readily available, and all property data is updated every time the homeowner opens the presentation link. Agents who use Moxie Present have 40% higher annual sales volume than those who don't. Why? These agents are wowing their clients and delivering an experience that can't be beat. Once they win the listing, because we know they will, marketing for that listing can be done directly in Moxie Engage. Advertise that listing online in 3 quick and painless steps. Since the client's info is already in there, automated reports are sent showing the client that they're working with a superstar agent. Once you have a buyer, finalizing the deal is easy. Just launch a transaction room right from Moxie Engage. In true Moxie Cloud fashion, data is shared and no additional sign-in credentials are necessary. In the midst of the deal, it's important to remember the little things. Following their sales process, agents will be reminded to send a closing gift, done with the click of a button, to ensure they'll be remembered long after the transaction is completed. Each sale is tracked in the agent's goals dashboard, allowing them visibility into their progress towards the annual goal they've set for themselves. All of this rolls up to their manager's dashboard as well, so coaching opportunities aren't missed, and wins can be celebrated. Managers and agents can both better connect with your brokerage through Moxie Hub, the communication center for your brokerage. It's where calendars, training resources, branded materials, and more are accessed. When you engage with your agents, offer easy-to-use tools, and support their success, they'll stick around. Those rockstar agents are then well supported, grow their sphere, and have the tools necessary to sell more homes, all with a little Moxie.
Dwayne and Rob will come up, sit up front for us, because here's why I'm doing this. Because we're going to talk about some tech stuff this morning, okay? And I'm going to give you the high-level talking points, and then if you have a question that scratches below the surface, I want somebody that actually knows what the hell they're talking about to answer it, okay? So Jay, you're in charge of our Moxie launch.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so everything about this is completely on your shoulders.
It's a scary position to be in.
It's not perfect. Perfect doesn't exist. It's not out there. It's good. We're going to pay for it. You don't have to pay for it. We want you to have a good, effective CRM tool that does a lot of different tricks for you when you need it to, and I don't want it to be a burden on you financially. Okay? So this is coming to you within the next 30 days. Why? Well, we did a little exercise this morning. And Rip, when we took your current book of business and we extrapolated it out over the next 10 years, staying effectively in touch with your clients after closing, both your clients and the ones sitting on the other side of the table, how much money was that to you over the next 10 years? Listen.
Roughly 93 million, give or take.
Did you hear? He didn't say 93,000. He said 93 million over the next 10 years. If he's very effective in staying in touch with his clients, and because you know, I just heard the updated statistic on this. Listen to this. Listen to how crazy this is. 93 million available to him over the next 10 years because every client is 13 referrals to you over the course of your career. So we call them past clients, and we shouldn't. Do you have a past doctor? No, you have your doctor, right? You have your dentist. It's not past doctor. I go to him when I need to. Your clients are 13 referrals to you over the course of your year. And guess what? On the other side of the table at your next closing, the odds now are 93% that when they leave closing, they'll never talk to their real estate agent again. 93% of the time, closing is the last time that real estate agent will ever speak to that customer. And many of you in the room right now know that's true because that's you. You never have contact or rarely have contact with your customers after closing. Rip, if you get good at it, if you use a strong CRM, it's $93 million in repeat and referral business over the next 10 years. And look how crazy we are. I mean, let's just take that. If that's half wrong, if we're over-exaggerating, we're overly optimistic, okay, it's only $46 million. If that's an over-exaggeration, okay, it's only $23 million. I mean, what number do you need it to be before you start paying attention to this, right? If it's half of half of half, it's still tens of millions of dollars from the people sitting at the closing table with you. But we won't. Industry-wide, 93% of the time, we abandon them after closing. How's Moxie going to help me?
It's going to give me the ability to stay very, very sticky with those clients. It's going to automate those processes to where it doesn't require as much attention from me so that I can go out and get more clients.
What do I have to do?
You've got to set it up, you've got to implement it, and you've got to be disciplined to work it on a routine basis.
Okay, so you're going to hear this word from me a lot, adoption. I'm going to talk to you about 3 pretty cool things this morning. This is the first one, but you've heard about this. You knew it was coming. To just consider today the start of the official launch of this. Adoption. None of this is going to work without adoption. But if you do adopt it and you do implement it, you're going to have to work not as hard and not as many hours to do better. Now, you can decide how you want to run your business. I mean, you can bust your ass all day long and refuse to use tools and just compensate for it with labor hours, or you can work a little bit smarter. Are we going to give them the training? You can give me the training, or am I have to watch a lot of videos and self-train on this stuff?
You're going to have to spend some time and effort trying to get familiar with the system, and that might require some training and some videos, yes.
I might have to deal with change. Like I might have a CRM that I've been using for a while, that I've had for a while. We can debate how much I'm using it. And now I got to learn a new one. Oh my God, I have to learn a new one?
You'd be surprised that there's a lot of parallels between if you've used one CRM, the other one is going to make more sense to you.
Okay, let me ask you a question. You've been immersed in this for a while. Please say yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What have you liked about it? Well, like you get excited about this, and I keep throwing ice water on you, but why do you get excited about it?
Well, I mean, your example from this morning that you just referred to back there was about the $93 million. That gets me excited because I have my own client base of thousands of names, and I have several hundred transactions. I've not done a good job. I can see the ability to make a difference in that respect using this tool.
Okay, so I want you to know what gets Jay excited. Apparently 93 million caught his attention, okay? 50 million didn't do it. It's like lottery, right? Oh, it's only a couple $100 million. That's not worth buying a ticket for. So you like what you've seen so far?
Very much so. And in spite of your wet blanket that you've been throwing often, I do feel that this system is going to be better. Is it perfect? Is it perfect? Is it a perfect fit for everybody in this room? No. Do I think it's better than the ones that we currently have? I absolutely do. I'm confident of that.
Yeah. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I don't really give a damn what CRM you use.
As long as you
I
use
just
it.
want you to have one, and I want you to use it. Which one it is, I don't own stock in Moxie. I don't care. Use it. It's free. But if you have something else that works for you, you use Vulcan and you like it and it's working, then stay with it. Okay? Questions for Jay? Look there.
Will it do video embedded email functionality from Moxie?
Yes. Mike?
I saw in the presentation there was something where DocuSign was embedded or could be. Are we limited to DocuSign if we want to use that?
No, I think, to be honest with you, that's going to take away some of our ability with FMLS and Docs Plus. So if you need help desk's help, DocuSign may not be the best solution. We're going to engage in all of those conversations, and we'll make some calls on whether that makes sense. Kim?
What about the other parts, marketing and
It's all there.
website?
Websites is included, your automated email marketing, your automated listing marketing, it's all included.
Any social media integration?
There is. How much of it and how integrated it's going to be still remains to be seen. Go again.
FMLS, is that going to be, like, if we send listings out to our clients, will we be able to, like, track kind of like we do in FMLS?
Just hold that one for a second,
Yeah.
okay? I'm coming for that one in about 5 minutes. April.
It will pull also from Georgia MLS. We'll have links to both IDX feeds.
Good?
Steve?
Can you
Good.
make videos
Good.
other than YouTube videos? Or is it just YouTube?
I don't know, but I'll find out.
Okay, so you can look for this in the next 30 days. Now, look, I need your help, okay? So we're putting out notifications. It requires you to engage, okay? So like, for example, Dwayne says, I need the password to your email account. I go, well, that ain't gonna happen. We got 150 agents. You'll get 10 that'll give it to you. We're gonna have to keep asking everybody. Hey, come on, we're all big boys and girls, right? Pay attention to your emails. Pay attention to your workplace posts. Be a professional. Don't make him beg you for it, okay? Okay, you wanna have some fun? I mean, you knew about this. You don't know about this. And what else could we do? Okay, so we got okay, what else could we do? And so I just walk around with this all the time. And what else could we do? I get all kinds of shit coming to me in my inbox. Everybody wants to sell us something. And their product is going to change your lives. You won't even have to get out of bed and you're going to sell homes every day. Leanne, you can just stay in your PJs all day and eat bonbons and you'll just sell 100 houses a year. Oh my gosh. We have to change the consumer behavior. We've got to get them away from the evil empire. Some people call it Zillow. I call it the devil. We have to get them away because our industry dropped the ball. Okay? When technology started changing, I'm not going to tell you old man stories about how I used to get 3 FMLS books that had black and white pictures. Doug, you know what I'm talking about, right? Well, that stopped and everything started being online, and we as an industry, we wanted to be the gatekeepers. No, customer, you can't go shopping for homes online. You have to go to your real estate agent. Doug's got 3 black and white books in the back seat of his car, and that's where all the listings are, and you have to talk to Doug, and maybe he'll let you look at his book. And Zillow said, well, screw that. We're just going to put them all online. We're going to take your data and give it away, and then we're going to generate leads off of it, and we're going to sell you back the leads for 1/3 of your income. And we went, okay. Bunch of dummies. And now they're buying everything. They own Showing Time. They own all kinds of products that we have to use. Why do we need them? Well, because the consumers have learned to browse for homes on Zillow. That's what they do, and they're familiar with it. And everybody wants progress. Everybody wants a better search experience, but nobody wants change. Well, I don't want to change the way I do it. I've got the Zillow app on my phone, and I just sit there and browse for homes, and I've learned how to navigate that, and I don't want to change. But you know, when your customer, and right now, the home buyers that you're working with right now are on Zillow and they're browsing for homes, and Zillow's selling their contact information to other agents, and they're calling your customer, Lisa, and saying, well, if you work with us, we'll give you a $1,000 rebate at closing. Well, Lisa, has she offered to do that? Well, no, she hasn't said anything about that. Well, if you work with us, just sign here. And right now you're losing a customer because the evil empire is selling the data all day long, every day. We want to change it. So last week I sat down with the guy from RealScout, and we talked about a whole different experience for the consumer. Right now, we're just generating leads, folks. We're just generating leads. Leads aren't anything. We're not in the leads business. We're not, statistically, as an industry, we have about a 1.5% capture and conversion rate. You talk to 100 people to sell 1.5 homes. And I know there's people all over the industry that want to claim that theirs is higher. They're lying. With their definition of what they call a lead is just different. Yes, everybody that I have under contract is a lead. We're just generating leads, but we're not selling houses off of it. We've got to change the experience. We've got to get sticky with these people. In order to get them away from the evil empire and sticky with us, we've got to give them what they want.
Hi there, my name is Andrew Flackner, co-founder and president of RealScout. Today we'll cover the most popular ways that agents are using RealScout, and you'll start to get a sense for why we were recently named the #1 resource for agents looking for a leg up. Today I'll show you how to capture every prospect and easily add them to RealScout, then we'll demo 2 proven ways to engage your sphere, and finally we'll dive into how you will convert buyers faster, sell more listings, and drive more profit. But first, let's examine where RealScout fits with your marketing strategy. It's common for brokerages and agents to spend most of their effort and budget at the top of the funnel. It's here the brokerages invest countless hours and dollars into websites that fail to engage clients, and lead gen investments which don't convert. After all, are more than 5% of your closings even coming from the top of the funnel? Or are they coming from sphere of influence, repeat business, and referrals? Are you spending time and money filling a leaky bucket? Even if you are generating a ton of new leads, are they flowing through to your bottom line? Many brokerages are finding higher ROI investing in the middle of the funnel, focusing on ways to more effectively capture, engage, and convert. And the number one resource for that is RealScout. So let's jump in with the first step, capture. The RealScout experience starts when I get a new prospect, which happens automatically using integrations or manually from the agent dashboard. Let's take a look. RealScout's native integrations and API can ingest new leads from my website or CRM, and if I advertise on a portal like Zillow or Trulia, I can integrate with Zillow Connect to instantly capture new leads. But the most common way is to simply invite new prospects using the agent dashboard. In this case, I met Sandra while running an errand, so I'll add her name and email address directly into RealScout. Now that I've captured this new lead, I'm ready for Sandra to engage. In this section, we'll cover 2 ways to engage clients on RealScout: natural language listing alerts and our all-new market alerts. Sandra's in the market to buy, so I'll create a listing alert. RealScout has a direct feed from my MLS, meaning every field I expect is 1 click away. The interface is familiar and the results adjust in real time. From here, I can customize the alert schedule, and in this case, Sandra's pretty serious, so I want her to receive new listings ASAP. When Sandra receives my listing alert, unique features of each home are highlighted using natural language, which makes these emails personal. And these agent-branded emails see click-through rates as high as 30%. And when Sandra clicks these emails, she'll be automatically logged in to my agent-branded search experience. Here, it's all about collaboration. Clients can rate listings on a 5-star scale, ask questions about each home, and even request showings all in one place. Adding commutes is easy, so Sandra can see how long it will take to get to and from work. She could even organize her favorite properties and compare the ones she's most interested in. That's because RealScout pioneered a way for clients to compare listings, automatically putting each room side by side. Easy apples to apples home shopping. As you can see, engaging a client with reliable listing data is a breeze, and they'll love you for it. But that's only one of the ways that I can engage Sandra on RealScout, because Sandra also owns a home. I suspect that she'll be in the market to sell soon, and I want to win the listing. That's where RealScout's market alerts come into play. Just select a neighborhood, zip code, or draw a custom boundary to generate a preview. A heat map shows me the concentration of buyer demand on RealScout. I can see how the volume of buyers looking in this neighborhood has changed over time, and even recent nearby sales. Unlike other platforms, this data is not watered down by casual searchers. These are agent-affiliated buyers who are actively in the market to buy. Once I save this as a market alert and choose the frequency, Sandra can access this living, breathing report to understand market activity and relative demand for her home. And I find out first when Sandra's ready to make a move. And that is how you take client engagement to the next level. With listing alerts, Sandra stays focused and dedicated to buying a home with me because there are no ads for other agents. And by sending valuable, timely market updates, I'll stay top of mind for when Sandra decides to sell. Now that Sandra's actively engaging with me, let's see how RealScout helps me close the deal and convert using the client activity feed and test the market. Throughout Sandra's home search, I can see her activity in a detailed live timeline. I can drill down and see exactly where she's been searching, and if I notice Sandra wandering into other markets, I can use these insights to refocus her search. In this case, RealScout told me that Sandra viewed the same property multiple times, so this seems like a conversion moment. I can suggest a private showing or ask Sandra what she thinks about writing an offer. And even if I didn't get a chance to log into my RealScout dashboard, no problem. RealScout will send me a push notification or an email when Sandra requests a showing or sends a message. By keeping up with client activity in my pipeline, I can now focus my efforts on the clients who are most likely to convert. The next tactic, test the market, is particularly useful when Sandra wants to discuss selling her existing home. Before heading into my listing presentation, I'll create a test the market report by entering Sandra's address. After adding a few other fields like bedrooms, bathrooms, and a target list price, this report will help me have a data-driven pricing discussion. A small adjustment in list price, for instance, will capture a larger segment of active buyers. And these are just a few of the ways to convert leads into clients and clients into transactions. With the client activity feed, I can respond instantly to red-hot buying moments and close the deal. And with Test the Market, I can build my seller's confidence so that I can win the listing. So, how do brokerages get results quickly with RealScout? First, our team will migrate clients, contacts, and searches from your MLS or website into RealScout free of charge. We also offer ways to integrate and automate lead flow from the top of your funnel into our high-performance lead conversion machine. By capturing, engaging, and converting your business in the middle of the funnel, you'll see a major ROI boost from your marketing investments. I hope you enjoyed this quick RealScout overview. In the next day or two, you'll receive an email inviting you to activate your account. The quickest way to get results on RealScout is to add your prospects, add your clients, and create your first property alert. Plus, take us up on our free offer to migrate your listing alerts and clients from other systems into RealScout. We're looking forward to hearing about your success.
Okay, so there's a lot there. What you will see over the next 30 days is virtually every major brokerage in the Atlanta market adopting this product. Why? Because we're going to put Zillow out of business, that's why. We're going to change the consumer behavior, and we're going to do it all by working collectively together to give the consumer a better search experience. More options, more accurate data, and they, by contract, cannot sell the customer data. Your customer will only see you. They will see nobody else. They will not get moving company solicitations. Drake won't be calling them to sell them insurance. Right now, anybody put their own home up for sale in the past year? Well, let me tell you what would happen if you did. I think there ought to be a license law that we have to move every 5 years. Because if we did move every 5 years, we would be much more in tune with what the consumer is feeling right now. If you were to list your home for sale today within 24 hours, you would be contacted by 20 moving companies and insurance people and real estate agents and mortgage people and everybody. All you have to do is go on to Zillow and do a search, and they're going to sell your data to everybody. Your customers are being sold right now, and we've got to change that. And we've got to get them stickier with us. But the only way to do that is to give them a better experience. And then you have to engage. So I just wrote a big check for this last week because I'm a believer in this. This is the modern agent. You don't have to like it. We all want progress, but none of us want change. You don't, oh, here's one more thing I've got to learn. Yeah, there's one more thing you have to learn, and that's never going to stop. That's the world you live in right now. And the more you just adopt that and swim with the current, the better things are going to be for you. This is a better search experience for the consumer. If we adopt it, and if we can share with the consumer why they don't want to go to Zillow, they want to use your search function. And they do, and they say, oh, this is, hell yeah, this is a lot better. And that's what I was looking for. It's got to be the, I'm going to get in trouble for this, but it's got to be the holy shit moment. Like, holy shit, this is a lot better. So Dwayne, you're leading this launch for us over the next 30 days.
Yes.
Don't screw it up.
Yes.
So I get stuff like this and I go, this is interesting. So I give it to Dwayne because he's like twice as smart as I am. And I say, take a look at this. And then all three of you took a look at it. And Dwayne came back to me and go, oh yeah, this is a lot better. And I go, I don't know. I hear this stuff all the time. Why do you think it's a lot better?
Number one reason, it's the ad-free experience for the consumer. They don't have to deal with all the other people that are trying to capture them, as you saw there in the very top lead portion of the funnel. Everybody's trying to capture them there, and their information isn't being sold once they're on this site. They are your client, they are in tune with you, and you get to see all of the stuff that they're doing.
What's some of the functionality that you saw that you went, oh yeah, that'd be cool?
They can like items as specific as the kitchen. They can put a like button on it. I mean,
So Jane and I we bought a house a couple years ago. I don't care anything about the inside of the house unless I like the backyard. So I want to, but you know what? Listing agents bury the pictures of the backyard to like picture number 38. I got to dive all the way through all these pictures to get to the thing. Because if I don't like the backyard, I don't care about anything else. Next. Now my wife, she cares about the kitchen. That's her thing. She likes to cook, and the kitchen's got to be a certain way. She doesn't care about anything else. I mean, she does, but she doesn't care about anything else if she doesn't like the kitchen. Well, with RealScout, Jane could say, now, Mike, you're our agent. Oh, no, we can't do that. Brian, you're our agent. Jane could say, click, I like this kitchen, and you would go, oh, Jane, you like this kitchen? Yeah, I hate the rest of the house, but I like this kitchen. Would that be good for you to know? Absolutely. Rob, when you saw this, what did you like about it?
Well, as a consumer, I looked at it from the consumer side, just the features for searching for a home. To piggyback on what you said, if I like these, or me and my wife like these 6 houses, we could lay out the kitchens all side by side and just look at the kitchens for these 6 houses and help narrow down our decision and go, well, now it's down to these 2 when we think about it compared to the other ones. And I like the narrowing down process. It was so much simpler to be able to do that. We could also look at areas of town using their heat map feature, which was really cool to see what was hot, what was walkable, what was et cetera, all across town, who was buying where. That heat map kind of really blew me away, and it's a very visual way of looking at, normally you may say, well, Midtown's hot and West Atlanta's hot or whatever, but to actually see it on a heat map, it was my holy shit moment.
Yeah, to play off of that, one of the things that I liked, and I don't like anything. I'm the most skeptical person my wife knows. I think everybody's lying to me. I just haven't caught them yet. It groups pictures. So like I said, I'm a backyard guy. I don't care about anything else until I like this. So the exterior pictures are all grouped together. The kitchen pictures are grouped together. The bedroom pictures are grouped together. And this is how consumers want to shop. I mean, they're all different. They all have their different stress points and their hot buttons, but their hot button is their hot button. If I want a pool in the backyard, I don't want to scroll through 40 pictures to see if there's a pool. And if I like it, I just want to go right to it. Jay, what did you like about it?
Well, Mike, I'm a tools and IT kind of person, so I like the fact that RealScout integrates with Moxie, that they work together, that when I put a contact in one, it appears in the other, and then I can go and start my email marketing to that person.
So this is where, okay, so he's been having me throw ice water on him about the Moxie thing. Don't overpromise and underdeliver. CRMs are CRMs. It's fine. It's good. It's not world-changing. RealScout integrates into Moxie. What's that mean? I meet you at a sandwich shop today, and I send you an invitation, and you accept the invitation. You go right into you're browsing for homes, and you go right into my contact base in Moxie too. I don't have to data enter you. That's an example. I love the integration because I have a dream. I have a dream. Here's my dream, because I am you. You guys are out there and you're in the field and you're showing homes. Just say yes. Yes, I am. I'm very busy all day long showing up. I'm on appointments, and you're working off your phone. And you got to use FMLS, and you got to use Georgia MLS, and you've got to use Brokerman, and you've got to use DocuSign, and oh my God, and now you've got a CRM. And I don't have 4 screens sitting on a desktop in front of me that I can easily, I'm doing all this off my phone. And I want you to have one platform. One.
Trying to kill it.
Who's recording me? You can't record me. It's okay.
She found a better program.
I want you to have one platform. And we don't yet. but we're working on it. You go to Moxie, and from Moxie you can go to FMLS, and you can go into Brokerman, and you can go into DocuSign, and you can navigate back and forth right there on your phone on one screen. I have a dream. We're getting closer to it. This is going to start being launched over the next 30 days. You don't have to learn it all today. Here's what I want from you today. I want a head nod. I'm going to adopt it. I'm going to use it. I will integrate this into my business. I will take the time and effort to learn this so I can talk to people about it. You are going to see major media announcements over the next 30 days in Atlanta. And we are on the leading launch edge of this. Okay, so this is why I sat with the guy in the video, Andrew. I sat with him at breakfast last Tuesday morning, and he was pretty direct. We're going to charge you a lot of money for this, but I'll give you a small discount if you come on with this right now and you're part of the launch. I'm like, why? He goes, because we need your credibility. We're going to have major media starting in the middle of July, and we need your company as a partner, because it lends credibility to us with consumers to change the consumer patterns, their habits. I'm like, okay, so here's the check, and Dwayne, if this doesn't work, it's all on you, okay?
Of course.
And what else could we do? And what else could we do? And what else could we do? And this is what needs to wake you up at 3 o'clock in the morning too, with your customers. And what else could you do to give them a better home selling, home buying experience? What else could you do? Because if you do that, you'll turn them into walking billboards for you. They will go out in the world and they will promote you. They will tell everybody about Selena. They will. But only if you give them the holy shit experience. That's why we spent that much money to do the mobile showing office. Why? So they go, holy shit. Right. Well, when they do, please tell me, because that conditions me to go after the helicopter. I just want them to keep saying, holy shit. Yeah, what else could we do? Well, we've had Easy Sell, and you guys have sold almost $20 million of real estate off of it in the past year. Because we said, yeah, Open Doors out there and Offer Pads out there and all these other ones are out there, but does the consumer really want to go to all these different places, fill out the same damn application all over again to get offers on their home? Now, we may not like it. We might wish that this never came along, but it is a part of the fabric of our business now, and it's not going away. It is. And some people want it. And for the past year, these dumbasses have been overpaying for homes. Philip, would you say that's right? Yeah. How many sales you guys made off of Easy Sell? 8. 8 or 10 homes that they probably wouldn't have sold otherwise. Because we said, well, look, if people are going to be doing this, Camille, you sold your house to who? All right. Why? And what else? Was it just more money?
I didn't have to fix anything, I didn't have to clean anything, I didn't my closing date 3 times, and I could have backed out within 24 hours.
And she's got a little baby, a brand new baby at home. So she's got a lot of other priorities and stuff going on, and it was just easy. And so we said, well, let's don't lose deals to these people. Let's embrace it. Progress requires some change on our part. Let's embrace it, and let's give the consumer a whole bunch of choices. Let's push. So Dwayne and I wrote, we wrote the algorithm for this, and it pushes out to a dozen different investment groups and comes back and shows your customer what offers were willing to be made and the net to them. And they can take it or not take it. If they don't take it, it didn't cost them anything, right? And if they do take it, you get paid. So now we did $20 million in sales that we probably wouldn't have done otherwise because we came up with this. I'm going, okay, well now is everybody familiar with these cashback option programs? So Lisa, I'm going to make an offer to buy your house and I'm getting a mortgage, but if I don't get the mortgage, then Knock is going to step in and give me the cash to buy your house. You've got a guaranteed close date and a guaranteed transaction. And that's how you compete right now, right? But this, and I'm going to go a couple minutes over today, and I apologize, but this is important. Not long, just a couple minutes. I don't want your customers going to Zillow. I don't want your customers going to Knock. I don't want your customers going to Ribbon. Lanier, why don't I want customers doing that?
I showed a property to somebody that was going to list with me once we found a property. Showed them the house. They wanted it. We went to write the offer with Ribbon. I looked the next day and they were somehow out of my Ribbon portal and made an offer with someone else and then listed with them after they.
How'd that happen?
I don't know. Somewhere between me contacting their lender to answer a couple questions about Ribbon and somewhere in that handoff.
Ribbon contacted the consumer and got them set up with another agent who offered them a little discount. It's horseshit. Thank you. I would have never said that. But Brian says that's horseshit. Of course that's horseshit. And that's going on every day. I don't want that to ever, I want that to be the last story we ever had. It's why we did Easy Sell. So last week while I was in Colorado Springs, I was in a meeting and we've had a lot of trouble getting Easy Buy mapped out. Why? Because it's not pictures and a profile sheet on a house. It's a mortgage application. Oh, shit. And everybody just rolls their eyes like, that's federal privacy laws. You can't have the customer fill out a mortgage application and just populate it to the whole damn world. I'm like, okay. And we don't really need the mortgage. We need the cashback offer program. And we don't want to go to Knock and we don't want to go to Ribbon. We want it in-house for you. And I'm sitting in a meeting with a guy last week and he goes, well, why don't you just do that? And I'm like, oh, you're one of these dudes. Come up with ideas for me to implement. Like, I already have 3 full-time jobs. Now you want to give me another one. And by the way, I could do some of it, but I don't have $100 million to fund this. And he says, I do. I'm like, you do? He goes, yeah, I'll fund it for you. I'm like, you will? He goes, well, not all of it. You got to have some skin in the game. You got to put money into it. I'm like, well, I don't have $100 million. He goes, well, what do you got? And we talk about it. And he goes, okay, I'll back it. So I've got a final call with them tomorrow afternoon. Over the next week or two, you will start getting information on how Easy Buy will work. And it will be only a Century 21 Connect program. And it will be a blend of Ribbon and Knock. Because, you know, Knock doesn't want to charge you fees. They want your mortgage origination. And Ribbon doesn't want your mortgage origination. They just want the fees. Well, we're going to let you choose. And our fees, if you choose the fee option, are going to be a lot less than Ribbon's. So you'll be able to offer the same product without losing your customer or having their data sold and have people trying to scarf them from you all the time. And it'll be ours. So when you're talking to your customers, you'll say, hey, Rip, so like to make your offer more competitive, why don't we get you into our Easy Buy program? And that's just a cash-backed offer. If some reason your mortgage isn't ready to close on time, the cash option will just kick in, and then you'll refinance out of it when your mortgage is ready.
Sounds good.
Just us, nobody else. Nobody, no other Century 21 office in the world, just us. And this will be in your hands within the next 7 to 10 days. So we don't have to deal with that. You know what you do with Knock and Ribbon? You just give them the finger. Because that's what they're doing to us. Oh no, we're your buddies. We're your buddies. So last Monday at this thing I was at, they had a little golf outing, which I can't resist, right? So I play in the little golf outing with them, and they stick 2 Zillow guys with me. Now, this is a particular type of, okay, so, well, it turns out Zillow was the big sponsor for the golf tournament, and they had asked for me to be put into their group. Okay. And you know, at the beginning, they're very polished, slick sales guy. Oh, you know, because they're sober. Because, well, this is the truth. You want to know, I'm going to show you behind the curtain here. They're sober. Oh, you know, Mike, everybody thinks that, you know, we're your competitor. We love real estate people. You're our customer. We're not trying to compete against you. And about 4 margaritas later, it's like, Mike, what drives you crazy about real estate agents? And I'm like, nothing real. I is one. Oh, I know, but aren't they a real pain in the ass and dumb and stupid and lazy? I'm like, no, not my group. Has that been your experience? Oh, yeah, just a bunch of goofballs. And then the next morning I see them at breakfast. They're like, everything okay with us? I'm like, yeah, buddy, everything's great. Great. Well, I did have maybe a drink too many. I'm like, no, you had about 5 too many. They don't like you, and they're coming for you, and they're trying to steal everything they can steal from you all day long, every day, no matter what they say. Buy them 4 margaritas, and you'll hear the truth. So we're just going to build our own internal stuff. Screw them. Screw Knock, screw Ribbon, screw Zillow. We're going to build it in-house. You get it. It's not going to cost you $1, because what else can we do? And I will continue to invest in you as long as you will invest in you. But if you don't adopt and use it, then you're going to make me look like the dumbass of the world. And I might be the dumbass of the world. I just don't need everybody to know it, okay? So I need you to adopt. I need you to engage. This is what your consumers want. It's not about what we want. I don't want change. Your customers want progress. The process of buying and selling homes isn't user-friendly for them. And they will help real estate agents that make it user-friendly for them by giving them what they want. And everything else they won't pay attention to. And if you're out there and that's your message, watch them turn into walking billboards for you. They will drive business to you because you're giving them a different experience, and the experience is what they're demanding now. I'm the most skeptical person my wife knows, for good reason. Everybody's trying to sell you stuff all day long, every day, and they're going through me trying to sell it to you. They all want to come in here and talk to you, and I'm like, we don't bring vendors in here. Why? That's what other real estate companies do. They bring salespeople in here and they sell to you. No, we're not doing that. You come through me, and I'm going to tell you to go to hell. Why? Because your product sucks and nobody needs it. And then when I start to even get a crack and go, maybe this looks okay, what do you 3 think? And I need all 3 of them coming back to me going, uh-huh. Okay. And then I'll sit down with the RealScout guy at breakfast and I'll go, we don't need it. And he goes, give me 15 minutes. I think you do. And he's right. We do. It's a better experience for the customer. And that's how you differentiate yourself in this business. You use the MSO. You use RealScout. You use Moxie. You use Easy Buy and Easy Sell. And nobody else is. Everybody else is just going, call me if you want to buy or sell a home because I'm the number 14 agent in my office. Oh my God, it's just so bad. It's just so bad. But you're going to talk about tangible stuff that the consumer can really use to make their whole experience better. What else can we do? That's my mantra. It needs to be your wake-up call. When you wake up in the middle of the night, it needs to be that. And what else could I do? And what else could I do? And what else could I do? And it's never ending. And when you come up with one answer, you're asking it 3 more times. And that's the world that we live in. Real estate's not easy. If you got into this because you thought you were going to make big money in a short period of time and not have to do that much, surprise! And some of you are still stunned, like, holy shit, do I really have to do all this? No, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to make any money at all. But I want to go back to how we started this morning. Why? When you got your real estate license, why? What were you thinking? And not a single person ever has said to me, well, you know, my big why is if I could make $20,000 this year, I could. Nobody's ever said that to me. No, your big why, and nobody ever talks about their big why being them. Ever. They talk about other people. Where's David? David, you have a daughter getting ready to go to college. You have a son following right behind her. They're going to go to DeKalb Community College?
Don't know where they'll go. Probably not.
Where does your daughter want to go?
She wants to go either Auburn or Ole Miss.
Okay. What's that cost?
About 40, 45 grand a year.
Okay. Hey, sit and talk with David. He'll tell you his big why. That's it. Yeah, he's got, I mean, you want to have some fun? So that's 160 plus your son, that's another 160. You got about $500,000 worth of just college coming at you. You think David has a big why? Oh, hell yeah. What's yours? And you use this stuff to help you get it. And if you're not in touch with why you're doing this, then I will say this to you, and then I'll stop here. If you're not in touch with why you're doing this, that's why you're not doing it. That's why when you don't want to make the calls or do the activities, it's not that you're dumb, stupid, or lazy. It is not. If it was, I would tell you. It is not that you're dumb, stupid, or lazy. It's that you lose sight of why you're doing it. Nobody's doing it just to make the cash. If we were just doing it for cash, hey, you know, I can make money a lot more and a lot easier. I just sell drugs. Well, Rip, could I make a lot more money in less time?
Why are you asking?
I don't, you were just here. You were just here. Don't be so sensitive. My gosh.
Take your orders right after.
Okay. Thank you for the extra time. There's nothing you need to do right now. We'll be rolling these things out to you. We'll have thorough. Here's what you have to do. You have to engage when we do. I need you to do that. Or it's going to pass you by. And this whole industry is going to pass you by. And I don't want that to happen. But it will. So as it starts rolling out over the next 30 days, engage. And if you miss something, that's okay. Raise your hand. I missed it. I still need it. I still want it. Raise your hand. We'll get you caught up to speed. Okay? All right. And what else could you do? Just walk around with that all the time. Let's go to work. Ready?